Hey guys, so I just want to cover what you need to do when a lead goes cold. So, firstly, covering like why leads go cold. So obviously, people might have like clicked on your website, sent you a message on Instagram or on Facebook, maybe opted into an ad. There's so many ways we can get leads, and for many different reasons, is sometimes they won't pick up the phone or they won't come in for a consultation, and it can simply be that it might be the wrong time for them in their life. We kind of don't know what's really happening, or they're not ready to change. Sometimes, everyone in the world kind of has body goals, right? I never really have met anyone who's like 100% happy with their body, but they might just not be ready to commit to training. They might be at another gym or something like that. Sometimes they're just scared to get into it. So a lot of these people who reach out to us probably, haven't been training in a while, might have been coming back from an injury, and they're just a little bit scared to get into it or whatever that may be. Often we've got money issues as well, so we don't know what's happening in their work and their family and their kids and all that crazy stuff that happens in our life. Time as well. So we've had things where people will book in and then they realize they're going on holiday in a month, or their boss throws a new project at them. And then also just general work and life stresses that pop up in the way. So this does usually happen, but it can be a pretty high percentage. It can be up to 20 to 40% of our leads every month. So what I'm going to show you today is absolutely vital for your business. And what I always say to people is sometimes the most powerful asset we have. So in our business, we have lots of assets, but one of the most powerful assets we have is people who have opted in, but then actually haven't come in to do a trial, because this lead just, gets bigger and bigger every single month. It would be absolutely amazing if we get all our leads to come in. Life would be too easy if that was the case though, right? Now, I always want you to think of a quote, and this goes into everything we do in business, is you just cannot beat a business who won't give up. So I don't want you to ever give up on these leads. And, it's a quote that I've used a lot, in my life on so many different areas. And, when you're going through a tough time or your leads aren't booking in, if you just do not give up on them, you'll be absolutely unbeatable. And you build that resilience over and over and over again. And you'll have an absolutely amazing business very, very soon. So, before you, give out the Hail Mary text, you just want to make sure that you're doing the basics. And, that's calling twice per day for 10 days. Okay, so we use a system called Gym Leads, which tracks your calls. You're also texting once per day for 10 days, and you've also emailed once per day for 10 days. So, some of you I know work on weekends as well, which is absolutely fantastic. I did the same in my businesses when they're well growing, and our sales staff currently do the same as well. But you just want to make sure that you've made that effort and you're not sending this Hail Mary text too quickly. So, if you miss a day, that's okay. I know these things happen in the business, especially as we're growing our staff and things. No one's perfect, but you want to have contacted them at least 20 times before you send this text. And if you follow the actual system, this is actually 40 points of contact. And as you get more advanced, you can use things like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger of different points of contact. If you have a sales buddy with you, you can call off multiple numbers as well, which does help the pickup rating. I know at our gyms, like our sales staff, they have their personal phone, which they use for calls. We also have a work number, little bat phone that we do call off, once we start to hit that 6-7 day mark. And, often we do get pickups off that, which is pretty cool. Now, once you've done that, you just want to send them this simple text. So you've gone through the effort, you've tried to contact them, but it would just be like, hey Jess, is everything okay? I've been trying to contact you about the 28-day challenge. If you're ready to start training, I can offer you 14 days of training. Just let me know by replying. If not, reach out to me when you're ready, June. Okay, so then once that's happened, you wait like 12 hours. Then if they don't reply, and often they will to this message, but if they don't reply, you just move them to your lost leads or ex-members, which is just a list that we update every month into our emails, and also we use SMS tech for the messaging, which I'll show you in a second. But, that's a Hail Mary. You've given them an amazing offer just to get them in. Generally we always like paid offers, but it's better to get this lead in and have a chance to sell them rather than just let them go and not give them this offer. And it does work quite a bit. We use this, a lot in our gyms. A lot of our clients use it as well. Now, after the 11th day, you want to follow these systems. So, making sure that you're sending regular emails. Like we do fortnightly. You can do weekly or even a little bit more if you like. It's up to you. Just making sure that you're emailing your whole database. So that'll include your current clients as well. And in those emails, you'll have some amazing results, what's happening around the gym, any good social media posts, some recipes. Guys, you can really create your own emails off this. That's our template that we use. But you're sending that to them, so you're staying at the forefront of their mind. And then once a month, in the first week of every month, you're sending them a text and an email. And if you really need to kickstart your leads, you're going to give them a call as well. So what I mean by kickstart is when you're in a growth phase, like you do have to work harder than when, you're at 250, 300 members and you have a bit more budget and things like that. And this is something we still do to this day where, we'll call and text, and if we're behind on our numbers, then we'll text and email. If we're behind on our numbers, we will just give them a call and say, hey, Jess, did you get our text yesterday about, whatever the monthly offer might be. You can also send them a personal message once per month. So this is just something like to add on into your sales. If you have a bit of time, you can message them, hey, Jess, hope all's well in your world. Here's an article or a blog we wrote, or here's like a recipe off our, Facebook page. And so what you're going to do is just give them some value along the way. So they're like, oh, wow, like Jimmy sent me that email on, how to increase my flexibility. I found it really helpful, As you get more advanced, you can do retargeting with testimonials to this list. So then obviously you're going to follow them around on Facebook and things like that, which does help. But that's very, very advanced once you have, a bigger budget and bigger systems as well. Probably that 250 kind of member mark area, but it is dependent on your budget as well. Now, here's an example of what a text and an email would look like. So just say, hey, name, hope you have had an epic January. We currently have our 6-week challenge starting and thought you might be interested in the program. Are you currently training Jimmy? So then, what you'll do is you'll send that text out to the whole list, and then you'll send the email out as well. You'll pick a few people up. They'll go back into your leads. They'll book in for a consult, which is a great way to start the month. And then every single month, you just give them a different offer. Now, if you're running, like in our gyms, we run 28-day challenges, like a lot. We'll just call it a different name. So it could be, our Lean and Strong program, our, Fit and Fierce program, our 4 weeks to fit program. It doesn't have to be a different offer to throw your gym into chaos. All it has to be is just something with a different name. It's a different look. You might have special pricing some months. It's really about testing and measuring what's going to work well in your gym and what's going to make it easier in your systems. So guys, I hope that helped. All you have to do is just go back, rewatch this video, make sure you add it into your systems. Now, it's pretty easy to add in because you kind of mapped everything out for you. I like to do all this stuff, as I said, in the first week of the month to really jumpstart, our leads and sales for the month so we get on top of our KPIs. And I want you to do the same. I hope you got some value off this video. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. But just remember, these videos only work if you implement it and you take action. I've tested this stuff over the last few years. I know it works for me, and I know it's going to work for you. So let's go get it done.